Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and welcome to the show, y'all. Look here. Check this out. Check this out. Real talk. Look, I'm talking to the unit manager trying to explain to her how I'm uncomfortable in this situation. She don't care nothing about how I feel about nothing. I done caused her so many problems. She wants me to be uncomfortable. She wants to break me, y'all. She wants to break me. She got me in the cell with this dude that's tripping. Right? So I get on up out the cell. I get on out the unit, but on my way out the unit, I said, look, you told me no shenanigans and don't be playing. I said, man, that's over with. I ain't even finna play no game. You either gonna put me in the hole, you gonna take him up out of one of the two. But I ain't finna stay in no cell with this. He said, you staying in there and you gonna stay in there the whole time. And now you ain't going to no hole. You ain't doing nothing. You staying in that cell with him until Marcus gets out. I looked at her. I said, man, why you doing me like this? She said, what's wrong? You can't handle what's going on in the cell? She said, you scared? And see, when she said that, it pissed me off. Pissed me off because she know what's going on. That let me know she know what's up with dude. It let me know she know what's up with it. She know. So I went back to the cell. Look here. I'm getting ready for work. I got to leave and go to work. He getting ready. I tell him, go get your pills, man. I'm mad now. I'm being aggressive with that. Go get your pills, man. He come back. He's like, Joe, is something wrong? And then he hit me again with this old childlike demeanor and stuff like that, right? I said, no, man, everything's straight. Because I didn't really want to be at him like that. You feel what I'm saying? Dude, he didn't mean it like that, right? He ain't mean it like that, but I'm upset because, man, I'm uncomfortable. I ain't never been in nothing like this, right? You feel what I'm saying? So now, when he go get his pills, before I leave work, to go to work, I'm looking up on the shelf. Oh, I got to see, what is he in here for? What is he in here for? And look here, man. When I got the paperwork and I seen what he was in there for, I said, oh, no. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Dude was in there for aggravated assault. He done beat up everybody in the house. Everybody in the house. He got multiple aggravated assaults. One against his mama, his dad, his sister, and the dog. You hear me? The man done beat up everybody in the house. I leaned back and I said, dang, I gotta get I gotta put his paperwork back the way it's supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't know if he might be schooled like I was schooled when I first came in. Make sure you put your stuff a certain way. That way you could tell if somebody been in your stuff. You feel me? Now don't get me twisted, y'all. I ain't no sucker by no stretch of the imagination. You feel me? I'm the 9 on the compound. I got a whole army of fools that I could send in there to take care of anything, but I didn't want to do him like that. I didn't want to do him like that. But I'm going to tell you something. After I saw that timesheet, and then I read that little thing on the little case, I said, I got to do something. I got to do something. Because, see, I don't know what his mind is thinking. I don't know what he was doing, and I don't even know why he shot off on his own family like that, right? But you got to think about it like this, y'all. I know some of y'all trying to trip and say, Joe T, don't do him like that, but listen to me. I need y'all to think about where I'm coming from here, right? If he did that to his mama, his daddy, sister, and the dog, well, what you think he gonna do to me? Real talk. It's different if he done got some help and he done changed and all this and that. I don't see no evidence of that. I don't see no evidence of that. I know he going to get this medicine, and he may not be aware. I'm thinking of all these things. So anyway, when I leave, look here, and then look here. Let me tell you what I did. Let me tell you what I did over way out the door. I grabbed 2 sodas, put them on the desk, and 2 Reese's Cups and put them on the desk, so he'll know them for him, right? Because I felt kind of guilty for going through his paperwork. I felt kind of guilty, right? So look, I go down to school. On the way down to school, I'm walking with the guys, right? They're like, hey, Joe T, what you gonna do? I said, man, you know this dude ends up. They're like, nah, and I tell them when he in there, they laugh. They think it's funny. That's what they say. Oh, you gonna have to do something. You gonna have to do something. He gonna get you in the middle of the sleep, in your sleep. And then I got to thinking, because see, I didn't read in his case, in his appeal, I didn't see the part in there when and how he attacked his people. I don't know if he got him in the sleep or what. I don't know if he was watching TV and snapped out. I don't know what he was doing, right? I don't know how this happened. So now I'm tripping. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to do nothing to trigger him. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't trying to do nothing to trigger him, so now I'm down to work. And my supervisor, he down to work, and I asked him, I said, man, I need some help, man. And I ain't never went to him for no help before, nothing like that, right? And he messed with me, you know what I'm saying? He said, what you need, Joe? I said, man, I need to get my cell up out of there, man. Miss Charlene, you know what I'm saying? My unit manager, she tripping, man. He said, why she tripping like that? I said, I don't know. We straight, but she be hard on me, man. She be hard on me. He said, okay, let me look into it. He go look into it. Ain't nothing. You got to deal with that. I said, man, I don't know how this going to work, man. So I'm stressing all day. I don't even go back to the unit at lunch. I don't do none of that. I'm just sitting down at school. I'm really trying to avoid the situation. I'm regretting going into the cell. Now keep in mind, y'all. I got that bag coming this weekend. I can't go to the hole. I can't call the move off. I don't want to have to hurt this boy. I don't want to hurt this boy. I swear I don't want to hurt this boy. So look, check this out. That afternoon, I get back to the unit. I'm in the cell. He come in the cell. Hey, Joe T, what's going on? This and that. You want to play some checkers? I said, nah, I play chess, homie. He said, come on, let's go play some chess. So I get up. I'm trying to entertain him. You know what I'm saying? This is after the count. I'm trying to entertain him a little bit because I'm trying to figure out what I'm finna do to him. He don't even know. So we go out to the table. We sitting at the table playing chess. And he shocked me. He know a little bit. He know how to move the pieces and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? Decent. I still mopped him up. You know what I'm saying? But he know how to move the pieces. But the more I'm beating him, he getting aggressive and stuff with his mouth, saying all kind of stuff. He said, I'm going to beat your ass this time and all. I don't even talk like that when I play chess. So I tell him, I said, man, gentleman's game, right? That's how I talk if somebody want to get aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Let them know this is a gentleman's game, man. We ain't got to talk to each other like that. You know, but a lot of people in the penitentiary, when they play chess, they get aggressive like that, right? But I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I want you to sit there and think about this beating I'm putting on you, you know what I'm saying, and learn something from it, you know what I'm saying? So it don't have no effect on him whatsoever, me saying this to him. He keep on talking. So I keep on mopping him, though. I stay focused. Now, I'm starting to think in my head, am I triggering this fool? So brother, they standing around too, right? So now they tell him, they say, look, man, you watch your mouth when you talking to folks, man. Now normally I'd intercede, tell them to stop, stay out the bed. I ain't say nothing, I just kept playing chess. So he started to look at them, he look around at them, and he just look at them like they ain't nobody. It's 8 goons around him that can mop him and tear him apart at any time. All I gotta do is snap my finger and they gonna pop him down. He look at them like they ain't nothing and go back to playing chess, and Lord have mercy. Now look, this one I knew I had a long night coming. They looked at me and they, you know, cause his back, they were standing behind and to the side of him, right? And some of the guys that were standing behind him, they were looking at me and they backed up their like, and then they put their finger on the side of their head. You know how you do the thing on the side of your head, like you're moving your finger around like, dude, crazy. Like at that, right? They doing that, right? And then they started to drift off 2 at a time and all this and that, other than the main 2 that stay there with me at all times, right? They started to drift off. Now everybody tried to figure out what Joe T gonna do, how I'm gonna handle this problem, right? Well, a couple of hours go by, we sitting there playing, I get tired of playing him. I go fix me a meal and stuff like that. And then he said, Joe T, you fix me some? I was like, yeah, I got you, man, I got you. I make him a couple of burritos, you know what I'm saying? I leave him on the table for him and give him another soda and all this and that. Yeah, and I gave him another Reese too. Right? Look here. We in the cell, it's lockdown, right? We in the cell, it's lockdown. And I'm sitting on the bunk and I'm watching TV. And he up on the top bunk, he eating and he watching TV with me. He said, hey, Joe T, man, he said, man, you a good dude, man. I appreciate you, man, not putting me out. I said, what you talking about? I'm thinking, unit manager done told him something, you know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, he said, man, most people, they don't want me to stay in the cell with him, man. Now he back on this childlike demeanor, right? I said, oh, what you talking about? Why they do you like that? He said, man, I be tripping sometime, man. I be having problems and stuff like that, and I can't help it, man. And you know, I just want people to like me, man, and all this and that. But everybody be mistreating me, man, and I ain't gonna let nobody mistreat me. Then he started hitting his fist into his hand like that right there. You on the top bunk, right? And I'm like, no, you good, you good. But I'm on the bottom bunk, and I done lean back against the wall so he can't see my face. And I'm shaking my head side to side, but I'm saying, you good, you good. And I'm like, oh, Lord, what am I going to do with this for? You feel what I'm saying? So man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. He said, but if I get to tripping, you need to let me know. You got to tell me, man, so I can correct my behavior. So that let me know that somebody done tried to talk to him, the therapist or whatever, right? And they done told him the things that he needs to do when he's going through some stuff. You know what I mean? About trying to correct himself and learn from his behavior and all this and that. But he needs a little help. He wants somebody to tell him when he's doing something wrong, right? I said, okay, I got you, man. I said, but tell me what you be doing. Tell me some of the stuff that you be doing. He said, man, sometime, man, I don't even be remembering, but they be saying I be walking in my sleep. I said, you walk in your sleep? And he was like, that's what they said, man, but I don't even know. But the jury didn't believe it. They didn't believe it. I said, what you mean the jury didn't believe it? And now he and this childlike demeanor, it's like he a totally different person, y'all, when he's telling me about this. I said, what you mean they didn't believe it? My lawyer, we went to trial, man, and you know, my mom and dad and my sister, they came and testified against me, said I heard him, and he crying at this point. And I said, what? I said, what happened? And he said, I don't remember. But they said I was walking in my sleep. I said, well, why your family charged? He said, man, I beat him up pretty bad, Joe. I beat him up pretty bad. I'm leaning on the bunk. I said, Lord have mercy. I ain't saying it out loud, so yeah, I said, Lord, what am I going to do? He done whooped these folks. He don't even remember. He don't even remember it. He had no... Now, that's what he say. I wanted to believe him, and I do believe him. I'm going to keep it real. I believe him. But that don't take away from them licks. You feel what I'm saying? So now I'm saying to myself, okay, what I'm going to do? Because see, I done always heard that you don't wake somebody up when they sleepwalking. You don't do that. Because if you wake them up, they might panic, they could kill them, they could have a heart attack, all of this and that, right? So I'm saying to myself, I'm not going to wake him up. I'm not going to wake him up. If I do that, if something happen, then, you know, they ain't giving me no breaks. They ain't giving me no breaks. Ever. So I didn't want to do that, right? I said, so what am I supposed to do? Stack, if that happened, man. He said, man, I don't know, man. He said, but just don't grab me or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't grab me. He said, man, just let me go through it. You know what I'm saying? And I think everything will be all right. I said, you think everything will be all right? Don't you know? He said, I done told you. I don't even remember. And his voice got a little aggressive then, right? Like it changed a little bit. And then I said, okay. I ain't gonna grab you or nothing like that. He said, but I told him, I said, I'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? When you act like that, right? And he said, man, the unit manager told me I'm gonna have to move out. You know what I'm saying? When your friend get out of the hole and all this and that. I was like, yeah, that's my brother, man. You know, he coming back to the cell. You know, he got in trouble, right? He was like, yeah, what he get in trouble for? I said, man, he be doing all kind of stuff. You know, man, failing piss tests, all kind of old stupid stuff. He said, he smoked weed. I said, yeah, he smoked weed. He said, you smoke? I said, no, I don't smoke. He said, I like to smoke. I said, no, you don't need to smoke. You don't need to be doing nothing. You already altered. You don't need to do nothing. He started laughing. He said, yeah, my mama used to tell me that too, but she ain't gonna say that to me no more. I said, what you mean? He said, man, shoot, I beat her up pretty bad. I said, Lord have mercy. I said, look here, son. I'm finna lay it down and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And we'll rap about this another time. You know what I'm saying? And he said, okay. He said, I'm finna go to sleep too. He said, I'm finna go to sleep too. I said, so you don't want to look at TV? He's like, no, you going to sleep? I'm going to sleep. Now he back on that childlike demeanor, man. Now see, I'm laying down in the bunk, the light off and everything, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, man, what in the world is finna happen tonight? Because I don't know. Because he just told me the best way he can about his case. Now I know. He done whooped his mom and dad and sister, and the dog. You hear me? See, he didn't tell me that part, but that's in the paperwork. Cruel to the animals. He done kicked the dog and everything. Dog running trying to get away from him. I don't stand a chance. So I'm sitting down there, man, on the bunk. I got my feet up, right? See, he didn't notice. I ain't even take my shoes off. I'm ready, just in case. You feel me? So what I do, after about an hour, so I done got tired. So I take my shoes off and I put them at the end of the bunk, up under the blanket, so he can't see them in case he get up, right? That way I can put them on if I need to. Nah, I ain't no sucker, so don't even be saying it. I'm just trying to be safe. You feel me? I gotta protect me. You understand? You know what I'm saying, right? But anyway, here we go. Look, check this out. This is when it hit the head. I get tired, so I lean back. I'm asleep. And here, sure enough, like clockwork, I hear him. He up. I wake up, but I don't move real sudden. I'm just laying there. Laying in the bed, and I'm looking. He back at that front door, just leaning, rocking side to side and forward to back. And I'm just looking at him like, dang. Sure enough, that fool turned around and he looking in my direction. But see, now, I'm ready. I ain't got no game to be playing with this fool now. I'm ready. He done told me what the business is, but now I'm still thinking in my mind, I can't wake him up. What if I wake him up and he just freak out? That's probably how his parents got whooped. They done woke him up and he done snapped out. All gone on. I said, I ain't gonna wake him up. So he walked toward me. When he walked toward me, I was scared me to death. Scared me. Look, I laid back down. I got my shoes on, but I laid back down. I try to act like I'm asleep. And man, look, he leaned down. The first time he leaned down the other night, he didn't get all the way up on me, right? He leaned down and he got so close to my face, I could feel his breath blowing against my face. And look, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. He looking. And I couldn't keep my eyes closed no longer, y'all. I opened my eyes, he staring right at me, scared me to death. I said, ow, wait a minute, what you doing, man? What are you doing? And he didn't even freak out. He just raised up real slow and then stood up and walked right back over there by the toilet in the front door. I said, oh, hell no. This ain't finna be. He got to go. He was real, it was like he was catatonic. Didn't nothing wake him up or nothing. Cause I screamed, y'all. About that time, police walk over toward the door. He laughing. He see him at the door. They done already told him what's going on. Everybody know but me. I'm talking about the police. They done already told them folks what's going on up in there. They trying to shake me up. So I take it personal. And I had to endure that for the whole time, you know what I'm saying, Marcus was in the hole, right? Now I don't want to and got to pack that weekend and all, and I gotta hide everything from this. So I don't know what he gonna do. But that's what I had to deal with, man. And I wanted to tell you that story because when you come in here, all of y'all talk about you about that life and ain't nothing gonna scare you. Look here, you don't know who you gonna get as your cellmate. They put anybody in the cell with you. Anybody. You just a number and they need to put that number in a bunk. And when they put that number in that bunk in that cell with me, I ain't had no say so and want nobody coming to my help. Nobody. I didn't want to hurt the man, but I had to deal with it. And then when he moved out, he was still straight. But everybody was like, man, I don't want stacks in my cell. But I tried to tell him, I said, man, you got to watch him. But he ain't no bad dude when he awake. But when he sleep, he's sleepwalking. I'm telling you, scary thing. This has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker. And I say peace, y'all.